Welcome sa course natin kung saan mag-solve ulit tayo para sa Binomial Theorem. So first problem, what is the fourth term in the expansion of x plus x squared raised to 100? So para makuha natin yung rth term, yung fourth term, natin gagamitin nating formula. Yung NCR minus 1, a raised to n minus r minus 1, times b raised to r minus 1. So ito yung given, x plus x squared raised to 100, and then yung n, 100, and then yung r is equal to 4. At yung a is equal to x, at yung b is equal to x squared. So substitute natin dun sa formula, so therefore yung fourth term is equal to 100 choose 4 minus 1, x raised to 100 minus 4 minus 1, times x squared raised to 4 minus 1. So 100 C3 x raised to 97 x squared raised to 3. So therefore yung sagot natin, kunin natin yung coefficient 100 C3. So 161,700, and then x raised to 103. So 97 plus 6 dahil multiply natin yung dalawa. So pwede rin naman yung sa 100C3, pwede natin itong gamitin dun sa combination. Yung how many ways can we choose k from n terms. So equal yan sa n factorial over n minus k factorial multiply sa k factorial. Yung factorial, yun yung kukunin natin yung product. For example, na isang number. So hanggang dun sa 1. For example, yung 4 factorial equal yan sa 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. And then for example, yung 6 factorial, 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Dun sa given natin, yung n is equal to 100. So 100 factorial equal yun sa 100 times 99 times 98 times 97 hanggang 1. And then over 100 minus 3 factorial times 3 factorial. So solve natin. So 100 factorial over 100 minus 3 factorial times 3 factorial. So equal yan sa 161,700 then. So next problem, find the fifth term in the expansion of x cubed minus 2y squared over x squared raised to 7. So yung formula para makuha yung rth term, yung fifth term. So yung given natin, n is equal to 7, r is equal to fifth term, a is equal to x cubed, b is equal to negative 2y squared over x squared. So substitute natin sa equation. Simplify natin. So 7c4 x cubed raised to 3 times negative 2y squared over x squared raised to 4. So simplify ko lang yung negative 2 raised to 4. So negative 2 raised to 4 is equal to 16. And then y squared raised to 4, so y raised to 8. Then x squared raised to 4 is x raised to 8. Then x cube raised to 3, so x raised to 9. Kunin natin yung value ng coefficient. So 7 C4 times 16. So therefore, yung sagot natin, fifth term is equal to 560 x times y raised to 8. So x raised to 9 over x raised to 8. So x na lang yung matitira. So next problem. So find the term involving x raised to 9 in x squared plus 2 over x raised to 12. So given n is equal to 12, hahanapin natin kung ano yung term na yun. So hindi natin alam kung pang ilang term. So r is equal to unknown, a is equal to x squared, b is equal to 2 over x. So formula for r term, substitute natin yung given. And then simplify natin, hiniwalay ko yung yung coefficient, yung mga numerical factors na yung 2 raised to r minus 1, tapos yung 12c r minus 1, tsaka yung may variable tayo na x squared raised to 13 minus r. And then x raised to negative 1, so inangat ko lang, and then raised to r minus 1. So simplify pa natin. So dun sa variable, x raised to 26 minus 2r, x raised to negative r plus 1. So kapag hinahanap natin yung term na x raised to 9, so ang concern muna natin dito yung may variable na x. So x raised to 9 is equal to x raised to 26 minus 2r, x raised to negative r plus 1. Tapos kunin lang natin ay yung exponents. So therefore, 9 is equal to 26 minus 2r plus dahil minultiply natin yung x raised to 26 minus 2r tapos yung x raised to negative r plus 1. So plus negative r plus 1. So simplify natin, 9 is equal to 27 minus 3r. So therefore, 3r is equal to 18. So divide both sides by 3, so therefore r is equal to 6. So 6 term yung may term involving x raised to 9. So yun. So pwede natin i-substitute, may value na tayo for r. So r is equal to 6. So therefore, kung natin coefficients, so 12c, 5, and then 2 raised to 5. So therefore, the term involving x raised to 9 is equal to 25,344. So x raised to 9. Next problem, find the term in x minus y plus z raised to 11 that involves x cubed y raised to 5. So, tatlong term. So, n is equal to 11. Pwede nating ipaghiwalayin sila, no? Or pagsamahin natin yung dalawang term. Parang nested, no? Kumpitin natin ng dalawang times, 2 times. So, let a is equal to x. Kunin muna natin yung isa. So, x. And then yung b equals to negative y plus z. So, our term, ating formula. So, substitute natin. So, 11c r minus 1 dahil wala tayong value for r. Then, x raised to 11 minus r minus 1. And then, yung isa, negative y plus z raised to r minus 1. So, para makuha natin yung term na merong x cube. So, isolate natin yung variable x. So, x cube is equal to 12 minus r, galing yun dun sa x raised to 11 minus r minus 1. So 11 minus negative 1, so 12, and then minus r. So therefore, kunin natin ulit yung exponents. So 3 is equal to 12 minus r. So therefore, r is equal to 9. So 9 term. Substitute natin sa equation. So therefore, 9 term. Tapos, para naman makuha yung term na merong y raised to 5. So, dito natin kukunin dun sa negative y plus z dahil may r na tayo. So, 9 minus 1, so 8. So, yung formula para dun sa r term. So, ito. And then yung n is equal to 8, a is equal to negative y, b is equal to z. So, substitute lang natin. So, isolate ulit natin para makuha yung y raised to 5. So, therefore, y is equal to 9 minus r. Hindi natin concern yung sa negative value dahil coefficient lang siya ng y. So, kunin natin dun sa variable. So, y raised to 9 minus r. So, therefore, kunin ulit natin yung exponent. 5 is equal to 9 minus r. So, therefore, r is equal to 4. So, substitute natin. R is equal to 4. So, ito pa yung isang equation. So, pagsamahin natin. So, dun sa nauna, so 11c9 minus 1. So, therefore, 11c8. X raised to 3. Yung 11 minus 9 minus 1. 9 minus 1 is 8. So, 11 minus 8 is 3. Di naman sa isa, yung sa negative y plus z raised to 9 minus 1. Yung sa na-compute natin, yung 8c4 minus 1. So, 8c3. Multiply sa negative y raised to 5, yung 8 minus 4 minus 1, so 8 minus 3, so 5, and then z raised to 4 minus 1 or z cube. So natin value yung coefficient, so 11c 8, and then 8c3, and then yung negative 1 raised to 5. So therefore, coefficient natin ay negative 9240. So the term that in x minus y plus z raised to 11 that involves x cubed y raised to 5 is equal to negative 9240 x raised to 3 y raised to 5 z cubed. Next problem, find the sum of the coefficients in the expansion of x plus y minus z raised to 8. So sum of coefficient, so kung ano yung coefficient ng variable, kasi erase natin dun sa n. So coefficient ng x, so 1, coefficient ng y is 1, coefficient ng z is negative 1. So therefore, 1 plus 1 minus 1 raised to 8. So 1 plus 1 minus 1 raised to 8. Therefore, sum of coefficients is equal to 1. Next problem, sum of the exponents naman. Find the sum of the exponents in the expansion of x squared plus 2 over x raised to 12. So yung formula natin, sum of exponents, n times n plus 1, para yun dun sa form na x plus y raised to n. Kaya lang dito, may exponents din yung terms natin. Kagaya dito yung x squared, pati yung over x. So x raised to negative 1. So hindi pa pwede itong formula na to. So hanapin natin yung formula. Denote natin yung exponents para dun sa first term at saka dun sa second term. Denoted ng h pati k. Kunin natin dito, no, for example, raised to 3. So pag in-expand natin, ito yung magiging form niya. Kunin natin yung sum of exponents, so 3h plus 2h plus h, and then yung sa k, k plus 2k plus 3k. So factor out lang natin, pwedeng sabihin na 3 plus 2 plus 1 is multiply sa h plus k, yun yung sum of exponent. Or 6 times h plus k. Kapag naman raised to 4, so 4h, 3h, 2h, h plus k, 2k, 3k, and 4k. Or pwedeng 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 times h plus k. Or 10 times h plus k. So kung mapapansin nyo, descending order galing dun sa n. So n, and then minus 1, and then minus 1. So 3 plus 2 plus 1. Tapos dun sa 4 din, descending order galing dun sa n. Or meron silang common difference na 1. So 4, or summation siya na mayroong common difference na 1. So 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. Or parang arithmetic series. So ito yung formula para dun sa arithmetic series. So n over 2 times first term plus yung last term. Pero dito yung first term natin, yung n, kapag raised to 3, yung 3. Kapag raised to 4, yung 4. So n, and then yung last term is yung 1. So, isolate natin. So, therefore, yung formula natin para dun sa sum of exponents, so equal sa n over 2 times n plus 1 multiply sa h plus k. So, yun yung pwedeng gamitin nating general formula. Okay? So therefore, n is equal to 12, h is equal to 2, and k is equal to negative 1. So substitute natin. So therefore, 12 over 2 times 12 plus 1 times 2 plus negative 1. So therefore, sum of exponents ay 78.